welcome back to my channel! Today I'm going to be spinning the wheel to determine the rooms of my house. I have this lovely sim right here from my last video. I made her through Cass, obviously, and I spun the wheel and I got her. So using the same sim, I'm going to select a random world by spinning a wheel, and then I'm going to make a house and then determine what kind of rooms are going to be in that house. First things first, let's decide what world we're going to be living in. So I have this wheel with all the different worlds that I own, and I made sure all of them have a livable lot in them because I know some of them are already filled, like the university lot or the university town. I'm just gonna go ahead and spin and see what town we get. Windenburg. I am going to choose a random lot. It looks like we only have two options. I'll just choose the bigger one because that makes sense. Alright, this is the plot of land we are working with. It's honestly pretty big, so I'm kind of happy about that. But I do have a wheel to determine how much money we're gonna get. It's between 10,000 to 60,000, so depending on how much we get is gonna be how good our house is gonna look, I guess. So let's go ahead and spin that. Bro. 10,000! Okay, this might be a lot harder than I think. Let me set my money to 10,000. I'm scared. I put 10,000 on the wheel, but I'm like, is that gonna be enough? And I'm like, well, the chance of me getting it will be pretty slim. I'm a little scared. I didn't expect to only get 10,000 simoleons for our house. But you know what? We're gonna make a small house. We're just gonna live in a tiny house. I'm gonna quickly just make a small house. Just the outline of a house, if you will. So let me do that real quick. Alright, here's my little house layout. My little sad house layout. I only have 6,500 simoleons left. And we still got all these rooms to freaking put stuff in. I'm scared. I might have to delete one room because we don't have a lot of money. But I do have a wheel, obviously, of a few different options. We have basic stuff like kitchen, living room, dining room, all that jazz. And then we also have stuff like a library, a gym, a music room. So we have some like random rooms in there along with the essentials. But let's just see what we roll or what we spin for the first room. In the first room, I will determine the front room to the front door. So let's go ahead and spin. Bedroom. Okay, you know what? At least we got a necessary room. A bedroom being at the front entrance, though? Yeah, it's a little weird. Let's get some lights up in this bitch. So I can't fucking see anything. I think I'm gonna have wood floors. Everything has to be super cheap because we are so broke. I'm tempted to even just get a single bed just because they are gonna be cheaper than a double bed. And maybe it'll look more natural for a front entrance to have a single bed. Maybe it won't look that weird. Oh, good lord, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, why can't I put this how I want it? Okay. Is that where I want the bed to go? Maybe have the bed go here instead. I could also, move the door over a little bit and then move the bed here. I mean, this just looks outrageous, man. I almost wish I had a pull-out couch type of bed situation. Hear me out, maybe even do a bunk bed. Actually, no, scratch that, scratch that. Okay, I guess that bed does not work. Man, there's just like too many doors. There's nowhere to like put anything. Like I can't even fit 2 end tables next to her bed. Whatever, man. I'm just gonna put a dresser in. It's gotta be cheap though. I gotta remember, gotta keep it cheap. I can fit these tiny dressers. Do this tiny dresser. Maybe even upsize it. Oh no, that's way too big. Get a mirror. We need some windows as well. Some windows, and then of course get curtains. Am I tripping, or are these curtain rods like only go way too high or way too low? Like, isn't that way too low? It should be like at the top. Like, are they supposed to be this high? I guess that works. I don't know, man. We also have a rug. Okay, I feel like it's coming together. I think this is good enough because this was about like 2,000 simoleons roughly. And it's definitely a bedroom. It's got a bed and it's got a dresser, so I think that's good enough. For a front entrance room, like, it's not the worst thing ever. Like, it's just giving like somebody lives at home alone. Okay, maybe we should do this small room next. Because this, in my head, would be a bathroom. But obviously, it's not our choice. It's the wheel's choice. So let's go ahead and spin. A painting room. Okay. So this is our painting room. I guess for a painting room, you'd want wood floors, right? Definitely not carpet. Add a window as well. Do one like here. And the main thing a painting room needs is an easel. So it can just be smack dab in the middle. Let's get like maybe some newspapers underneath us. Cover the floor so we don't make a mess everywhere. Maybe we're gonna add like some shelves. Okay, I think the painting room is done. It's very small, but it's like cozy. And I wanted to make sure I had like lots of light pointing towards the easel because obviously you need to be able to see what you're doing. And I think the newspapers really like tie it all in that this room is like gonna get messy. And yeah, and you can even think of these as like stuff that your sim has made in the past. Okay, painting room is done. Okay, next room. Let's do, I guess, this room right next to it. So let's go ahead and spin for the next room. A greenhouse. Okay, this is actually super interesting. So for the greenhouse, I was just thinking making the whole thing windows because like obviously a greenhouse is all windows. It doesn't really have doors. Or not doors, it doesn't really have walls. So I'm just hoping I can afford this. This is gonna be a lot of money. It'll be like that. And then for the flooring, I guess we could just do concrete, honestly. Maybe that. And then for the walls that cannot have windows, I'll just do paneling. Maybe I should do like green. Or is that gonna be like too much? Let's just try that. So we just need like a bunch of planter boxes. Oh my god, this room is so small. Might have to extend the room just by one, just so these planter boxes can actually fit. Oh my god, I have to extend it this way too. This is going to eat our money. We need some lights in here. Maybe have the cloud lighting, because it's like supposed to replicate the outdoors. I don't know, maybe that's actually gonna look stupid. Do this, because it says natural rope lighting. Or natural rope lamp. Because I kind of want this room to be just be like all about the naturalness of it. I would cover this whole wall with like this like flower stuff, but it's gonna eat our money way too fast. It kind of fits though. Wait, okay. Let me see how much money I'd have left over. So we'd have about 2,300 simoleons left. I don't even really like how that looks, honestly. I'm also gonna change the roof. Oh shoot, the roof is all funky looking. I'm gonna change this roof specifically to the glass. Let's do that one. I need to drag it in a little bit. I need to like completely change the roof. Okay, sure. Oh my god, look at how cute it looks from the outside. Our greenhouse room, obviously I'd have to buy the plants separately and plant them using my sim. But here's the basic start of the greenhouse room. I don't know if this makes sense, but I did add a hose in here. Because it makes sense to have a hose. I just don't know if hoses... I've never seen a hose indoors. But this is like almost like a fake outdoor scenario. So, I don't know. I hope it makes sense. Next, let's do this middle room right here. Let's spin. Office. Dang, I wanted a bathroom. Because we only have one more room left after this. We also don't have a lot of money. We have 2,400 simoleons. And we don't have a kitchen or a bathroom. I don't know. I might implement like a mini fridge and maybe do like a little outhouse situation. I don't know if there is such thing as an outhouse. I actually do want to look that up. Is there like an outhouse I can do? No, I'd have to literally make a small room and then put a toilet in it. But I might just do that, just so this house is actually functionable and your sim won't like die in it. Because obviously they're not gonna have food or a way to shower. And that would suck. That would be a crappy house, to be honest. Alright, so we got the office for this room. I'm gonna go ahead and just do wood flooring. We still have to be super cheap. Let's just use the same wallpaper we used for this room. Windows, windows, windows. We need windows. I'll just reuse these ones. We'll put 2 windows. We're like really tight on money. You seriously cannot even afford a computer. I'm gonna have to get like a fake computer. Because I'm pretty sure this is not functional. Guys, I might have to delete the last room. We're running on about 2,000 simoleons, and I still got a little bit left of this room to complete. Alright, y'all. I think this is what the office is gonna look like. I'm mainly just running out of money. Like, I would put a better picture here, but we currently have 1,200 simoleons. But you know what? We got the computer. I don't know if it works. I don't think it does because I'm pretty sure it's a 0 simoleon item. And then we got a little like reading nook over here. And we have one more room. This room is very small though, so that should help with the money situation. I won't have to get as many things. So let's roll, or I keep saying roll. Let's spin the wheel for the very last time. Okay, YouTuber slash streamer room. I genuinely don't know if I have enough money for this because my idea for this was to get the thing from Get Famous, that like computer thing. I genuinely like don't even know where it is. Yeah, I don't know if we have enough money for it. What is it called? It's like the video... More views video station. We barely don't have enough money. We're about 400 off. Shoot. Guess we make this room smaller. It will definitely give us a lot more money if this room is smaller. Just like that. The thing is now we only have enough just for the news, the video station thing. Oh, there's two. Okay, this one's slightly cheaper. We can afford it, but at what cost? To just save a tiny bit more money. Put the wall at an angle. And we should be able to afford a chair. I think I'm gonna just do the same office chair. We have 54 simoleons. I'm making it work though. I know I have some really cheap plants that I could put here too. Shoot, I can't put plants on this table? Oh, there's like a video camera there. Okay, I see. Okay. Guys, I've managed to scrounge up and we have 11 simoleons left. I would put a rug. I don't think we can afford one. Oh, maybe. Maybe, okay, we can afford some newspaper. No, 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 no. These are all like for beds. They're all blankets and pillows for the bed. Oh my god, wait, there's actually this rug. This might be considered cheating, but I don't want this room to look like an actual disaster. Make it a little bit smaller. And place it this way. Now we have 10 simoleons. Okay, now we have 9 simoleons. I did place a little plant in the corner here on the desk. Okay, I do want to actually change the color. I think I'm gonna do like a pastel moment here. No, not pink, not pink. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Here is our little streamer slash YouTube room. We definitely had a scrounge up for this one. Literally left with only 9 simoleons. It honestly looks pretty good for what I had though, since most of the money had to go towards the video station. But here's our house. Wait, I do gotta fix the roofs, don't I? Okay, hold up. Let me fix the roof real quick. Oh god, guys, I'm struggling with the roof. This diagonal part, I don't know how to comprehend how to do a roof with the diagonal wall, but that's the best I got. I think I'm gonna make this a little higher. Alright guys, here is our little home. I definitely would change the exterior when it comes to the walls, but we just needed something cheap since they only gave us 10,000 simoleons. But here we have the entrance and it starts in a bedroom, which is very interesting, but that's just how it is. So here is the bedroom. We got a bed and some decor, very minimalistic because we are broke. And then going into this room to the left here, we have the painter's room. I actually think this room turned out pretty cute for how small it was. And then the room to the right is the little greenhouse room. We could definitely make some more money in this room because we need it. And then this room over here in the middle is our little office. It could definitely use some more stuff going on because it's very empty in the middle here. And probably a real computer. Yeah, this is literally just decoration. We can only view it. And then finally, the last room over here is our YouTuber slash streamer room. This room honestly turned out pretty cute too for the limited amount of money I was working with. I probably just maybe add another rug. I don't really know. There is our little house. I think it turned out pretty good. Oh, I do have to fix this. The light is not in the center. Here we have our Create a Sim spin the wheel. And then her house right behind her. The only thing I would change, but I literally don't have enough simoleons and I don't really want to delete anything else, is I would add a mini fridge. Just so she can eat, obviously. And then I would add just a small little area, a separate room, like an outhouse situation where she has to like walk outside her house to use the bathroom and take a shower. That's the only thing I would change if I had literally just a little bit more money, but it is what it is. We're left with $9 and we can thank Spin the Wheel for that. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little mini series I've been doing with the spin the wheel, decides what my sim looks like in the house. I hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a like and comment. Any support is very appreciated. And leave in the comments how you think I did on the house. Did I do a good job? I had to work with the money I got. Of course, I got the lowest 10,000 simoleons, so that sucked, but I think I did pretty good for only having 10,000 simoleons. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another upload. I'll see you guys in the next one, and bye!